it's a fine art when you collaborate, making sure you have what you need, but also putting your ego aside and learning how to adjust without like shrinking yourself. I think even with working with someone like Bruno or anybody, Dr. Dre, you have to be sensitive and be mindful of like, okay, this is how they want to do it. I know how I want to do certain things, but I can get to that point. I know how to get to there.
You're very focused on making sure it's really comfortable for the person you're collaborating. You really look at what they might need and you're sort of intuitive and empathetic. How do you balance that with kind of tending to your own needs as an artist?
I think that's pretty much who I am. I think it's a fine art when you collaborate, kind of making sure you have what you need, but also putting your ego aside and learning how to adjust without like shrinking yourself. I think that's what it
Yeah.
is. And so being very sensitive to what that artist may need, learning how to get out the way when you need to get out the way and get in the way when you need to, and standing on like the vision you have for what you're trying to get out of the artist too. And sometimes you just have to be open and know that you're gonna get to where you want to get to. But I think that's all a part of it. Even with working with someone like Bruno or anybody, Dr. Dre, all these people have done so much stuff. They're very particular how they want to run it. You have to be sensitive and be mindful of like, okay, this is how they want to do it. I know how I want to do certain things, but I can get to that point. I know how to get to there. And
How do you
you
get to that?
know,
Because I do feel like when I think about that, when you're working with, like you said, such big and established personalities, or just anyone, I think
sometimes you
that
have to
thing
trick
is
them.
it's hard not to get lost. Oh, trick
You gotta
them.
trick them, yeah.
Let's talk about trickery.
I don't
Let's
know.
talk about
Does
trickery.
anybody have kids? I don't know if anyone has kids here, but
Anybody, any
yeah,
parents
yeah.
in the building? Shout
Yeah,
out, shout
exactly.
out. Okay,
When you have
love.
children, you'll see, just have to how to like, like, okay, this is what you want. We're gonna do certain things, get you where you want to be, but we're gonna hit this too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
okay.
so sometimes artists might want to like an idea that they want to go and just dive into, and you have to be willing to go there, just like take it there. And okay, we did that, and sometimes something else comes out of that might work for a different song or different idea. So you just have to be willing to go there. Sometimes you just have to trick them a little bit
Just trick
into,
a little bit,
yeah,
little bait
doing the
and
things
switch.
you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.